Well, it's been a learning for me to part of growing up and growing older is learning that everyone has some value if you look hard enough for it. You can overlook people thinking they'd have nothing to offer to you, but you'd be surprised if you really look. I mean, just a simple example. We have a woman that works here, actually comes here every day, one of our adults that we serve, and she's not verbal. She uses a wheelchair for mobility. She's very fragile, but she has the most infectious smile of anybody I've ever met in my life. And when she comes into a room, there's something magnetic about her. When she's not here, you notice it. When she's here, you notice it. When she comes in, people, they gravitate towards her, and she's smiling, and you move her in front of a TV and she's enjoying whatever's on TV. She just seems like she enjoys life. Now this is someone who has nothing. She has no resources, no money, no standing, no title, just her smile, her personality, right? But when she offers that to other people, to you, to me, to anybody that's around her, you get joy out of it. And the thing about that is I've known people 20 years that don't make me feel as good as she does. All she has to do is be in the room. And that's what I'm saying is that you could walk by her on the street and never notice that. But if you take time to notice it, it brings you a little bit of joy. So that's somebody that her value is the joy she brings to others. Everybody has something like that that they want to share. And if you take the time to listen, to investigate, to seek that out, you'll find it.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, we sometimes we are so running through life, and we kind of miss the important things, right?
Right. Well, you quickly learn every day is important, and because you never know if you have the next one, right? You just don't. And so you want to take advantage. I mean, we all go through, just like I get on, I come here, I commute from outside of the city into the city, all of those things. It can be drudgery at times. I do a lot of reading on my commute, but I'm always also looking around. I'm always looking at people, because some of my experiences of having people notice me when I didn't think they would, also changed the way I think about other people. So, and one other quick kind of side story about that.
Yes.
So, a couple years ago, I was downtown San Francisco. I was waiting for a subway, and there was all this water that wouldn't normally be there. And I didn't really notice it at first. Uh, this street taxi pulled up and splashed water, got on my pants, on my shoes. And I should have known, I should have seen it, but I wasn't paying attention, didn't see it. And it was frustrating. I was dressed for work. And about 2 minutes later, I'm still waiting out there, and I had, mud. I was trying to brush off. And this guy that was homeless came up to me with a rag that he had. And he said, "Sir, let me help you." He gave me his rag. He started wiping off my pants and my shoes. And I turned around and I said, wow, I really, really appreciate that. And he said, it's probably surprising to you that I noticed that. And I looked at him and I said, actually, no. What's surprising is that I didn't notice you until you came up here. And I'm sorry about that. And I really appreciate the time you're taking to help me, right? So here's somebody again that has nothing, lives on the street,